Okay, I just recorded Sean Hannity getting owned by Senator McCain of Arizona. Just to give you a little intro about it, Sean Hannity invited Senator McCain into the show to see if he's going to agree with him and everything. As always, they only have guests that agree with him. And here's what happened.
And this is a Fox News alert. The violence is now fanned out all across the Middle East with anti-U.S. protests spreading to countries like...
Okay, I have to stop again. Sean Hannity's making it seem like there's a world war going on right now. Look at this map. I mean, we might as well go to war right now. They're protests, you know what I mean? I know what happened in Libya is despicable, but it was an isolated terrorist attack. It was a planned terrorist attack. But this here, if you look at the map, it looks like the protests going on, but they're not killing all the ambassadors. They're exaggerating everything here. Let's continue.
Iran, Iraq, Bangladesh, and Morocco, and the U.S. is fearing that this violence will continue to spread, and we will continue to monitor the situation throughout this hour. Joining me now with reaction from Washington, Arizona, Senator John McCain. By the way, Senator, I do know that you personally knew Ambassador Chris Stevens, and I'm sorry about the loss, both for him, the country, and his family, and all the other families involved. Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you for saying that, Sean, and Sean Smith and the other two Americans. Our hearts and prayers go out to them and their families. Thank you. I want to say that Chris Stevens was one of the finest men that I have had the opportunity and honor of knowing. He came to Benghazi on a cargo ship, lived in a hotel, risked his life every single day. He loved the Libyan people and he loved America.
All right, so I am beyond outraged, angry, Senator. Here we have our embassy is attacked, our flag ripped down, chanting, that is going on in support of Al-Qaeda, etc. And the official position of the Obama administration through their State Department for anywhere between 10 to 16 hours is we apologize to them.
Okay, here Hannity is trying to get an emotion out of McCain, of Senator McCain, saying he's furious, the American flag's getting burned. He thinks that McCain's going to agree with him. And look what McCain says.
I'm trying to understand this, Senator.
Well, I'm not sure there was an apology, but it certainly was a statement that was so weak that they later retracted it and changed it.
Okay, here's the first owned. He said that he didn't think it was an apology, but it was a statement that they later retracted. That's the first one.
It obviously is a situation which the Egyptian government had the responsibility to protect our embassy, and they failed in that responsibility.
All right. If President Morsi is referring to the United States, to Israel as vampires, which he did, if the Muslim Brotherhood, of which he's now, he's the leader of, and now is the president of Egypt, they're calling for more of these protests. If Morsi goes to meet with the supreme leader of Iran and the Ayatollahs, why are we giving $2 billion taxpayer dollars to Egypt? And the president reaffirming today that we're going to continue to give money to this government. Is that...
Okay, round two. Hannity is now trying to say that, of course, the president of Egypt is the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood. I don't know enough about the Muslim Brotherhood, but just for the sake of this argument, he's trying to make it seem like they're this very extreme group and the United States is giving $2 billion in aid to this group. So he's going to try to get McCain to agree with him this time. Let's see what happens.
Not a mistake?
I think that we have to understand several things. By the way, President Morsi did go to Tehran and condemn Bashar Assad, which was a pleasant turn of events.
Did he condemn Iran when he was there? No. What was the purpose for that meeting except probably to align with Iran and their hatred for Israel?
But here you go. Now you see, McCain already rebutted that the president of Egypt actually went to defend America and also to condemn some of these groups. So now you see that that McCain's getting a little upset here, and it's gonna start building up. So that's the second one for McCain, 0 for Hannity.
Well, I know this, that Egypt is the heart and soul of the Arab world. It is not in our interest to see it travel down the path towards radical Islamic extremism. It's not in our interest to see Al-Qaeda gain a foothold there, and I think that we have to carefully calibrate whether our assistance will help or hurt. There's obviously, there needs to be a re-examination of our relationship with Egypt as a result of what happened in the last few days, but at the same time, to just cut off all aid and cut off all relations with Egypt, I think is not an appropriate move, to tell you the truth.
Okay, there you go. Hannity was trying to tell McCain to make McCain say that it was a bad idea to give money to them. McCain, being the gentleman he is, just expressed how important it is to keep good relations and diplomatic relations with a country like Egypt, a big player in the Arab world. So he's saying that he doesn't think it's a good idea because of these protests to just go ahead and cut off all the aid to Egypt, because it can lead to more to terrorist groups actually taking over and having an influence in the government. So that's 3 for McCain, 0 for Hannity. Hannity is getting completely owned here.
How is it that Sean Hannity and a few others of us out here predicted with pinpoint accuracy that the Muslim Brotherhood would be in charge in Egypt? Their first task when they took over the parliament was to declare Israel, our closest ally, an enemy. First, their number one enemy. How is it that the administration, with all their intelligence and all the money we spend to help them, and the CIA, how is it they didn't see this coming and they kept telling the American people, this is democracy, democracy? I don't view the Muslim Brotherhood as democracy. They want Sharia law implemented now in Egypt.
Now he's using his hindsight, 20% hindsight. He's saying that he and other people predicted that the Muslim Brotherhood were going to take over. Other people, maybe he's referring to Glenn Beck and all the other, Armageddonists out there. So he's saying that they actually, he predicted it. Ready? Now ready for this answer. This is funny.
Well, first of all, that's not clear that that's true, but also it was you.
That's not clear that it's true.
And people on Fox that said in Libya we didn't know who they were, and let's not help these people. They had an election and they elected moderates. They rejected Islamists. And yes, there are Al-Qaeda factors and there are extremists in Libya today, but the Libyan people are friends of ours and they support us and they support democracy. You were wrong about Libya.
I don't think I'm...
So, sorry, I can't hold myself here. McCain just told Hannity that they also predicted that the Muslim Brotherhood was going to rule Libya, which is not. The Libyan government is actually more moderate than the Egyptian government. So he's calling Hannity a liar into his face. So let's see Hannity's reaction here.
I was wrong about Libya at all.
Yes, I do. I know you were.
No, I was not.
I know you were. They had a free and fair election, and a democratic, non-Islamic government was elected. So you were wrong.
Right. So while it was happening, look what we have. I always say...
Owned. Oh my God. Do you see how Sean Hannity is getting his ass handed to him here? I never seen Sean Hannity get so beaten in his own show. This is funny. You guys got to share this video. This is amazing. Let's see how... So he just got called a liar. Let's see what he says.
What are you going to replace it with? What are you going to replace Egypt with? They didn't think the Muslim Brotherhood would take over? This is a known terror organization. We say we're fighting a war on terror. We're apologizing, our government, to Egypt after they raid our embassy and rip our flag down? Frankly, Senator, I would think you're with me on this.
Okay, he just said... It seems like Sean just quit here. He's defeated. He said, frankly, I would think you'd be with me in this. He thought that he was just going to be another of his little, Republicans that come to his show and agree with everything. Then they invite one Democrat. They only let him talk maybe 5 words. And they bash him. I don't even know why Democrats go on his show, but still, he gets bashed. He's getting his ass kicked by McCain. Let's keep watching.
I am not taking the side of the administration. I am saying that the largest nation in the Arab world is something we have to carefully calibrate our actions with.
Senator, thanks for being with us.
That was very smart. He said, did you hear what he said? The largest nation in the Arab world is something that we have to calibrate our actions with. This is great. I'm going to rewind that so you can hear him say that again. And then you can see Sean kick him out, not even saying, let him, he pretty much just hung the phone, you know what I mean? Let's see. I'm sorry, I apologize about this. 1 second.